I like, click, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. It's Netflix time. This show is called Inside Job. It's only 10 episodes, 30 minutes apiece. The first episode is called Unprecedented. Spoiler alert, let's just get it. So we got a bunch of people standing in front of the White House, and this guy Kyle's talking about the conspiracies of the government. Then his daughter Reagan pulls up, and she's like, man, get your goofy ass in the car. Still spewing his rhetoric about the contingencies and conspiracies of the government. So she basically works with this company called Cognito Inc, and she's about to get a promotion. The thing with her dad, Kyle, is that at one point in time, he used to actually run the entire corporation. Apparently, Kyle just started living with Reagan. Then she's setting these ground rules. You see all this crazy shit inside the company. They got weather makers, satanic cults, aliens inside of water coolers, and a whole bunch of other shit. Then we see the younger version of Kyle running the company, and then she kicks him out so she can get to work. She gets together with the crew, and all they have to do is just get high as shit. So her prized possession was making a robot version of the president so they could use it to control their own narrative. Then she's having to meet with the boss, Jim. Now, Jim wants to promote her, but the only problem is she has rage issues. She works all day and night on her projects, but she doesn't sleep and she's too intense at everything she's doing. So in short, she's not really a people's person when it comes to the job. He's still gonna give her the promotion, but it's gonna be a co-ed promotion. Basically, she's gonna be working with somebody else. She's gonna be working with this guy named Brett, who has no experience in the field whatsoever. They pretty much picked him up by his good looks. Obviously, Reagan's pretty much flabbergasted by all this, but at least she still gets her promotion. So she basically shows Brett around the office. So he explains how he got the job. Basically, he was at the top of his class at Yale. Then he went to a barbecue where he was talking to JR, aka Jim. He liked the way he shook his hand, and before you know it, he was here at the job. So basically, he had to do shit to get this position. Meanwhile, she's been doing everything in here for the past 30-some years. Completely frustrated? Absolutely. So she's pretty much hating on him as they're getting chummy with her coworkers. So she gets back home and starts talking with her dad about the job. So it gets to the point where she's going to try to expose Brett. But first, she gives her presentation to the people on the robot president, which the Dark Clan approves of. But then Brett takes her shine by just getting a bunch of damn bagels for everybody. Yeah, she has every right to be pissed off. But then she gets a one-on-one with Brett, and Brett is honestly just thinking to himself, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. He basically breaks down in front of her. But he says it's all about positivity. He takes everything in his life from Pitbull. If you know what Pitbull is, you know. So like I said, it gets to the point where she's trying to basically expose Brett. But no matter how much she tries, it eventually backfires. And she's so stressed out about it, and Jim all of a sudden tells her, like, look, you've been overworked, you've been stressed. Just take a week or take a month off. They basically tell her to start the project because they think to themselves, this is her dad's breakdown all over again. So basically, Brett is the leader of the project, and Reagan's basically about to just go home. So they got the president ready to do a meeting. Obviously, they're going to replace the real president with a fake president, with the robot president. But then something goes haywire during the United Nations meeting. He starts talking about America being one power. He's about to start exposing shit. And it's looking like, oh, these motherfuckers about to get fired. Meanwhile, Reagan and Kyle chilling back at the house. The president's talking about making an American cube or some shit. Then she found out her dad changed the codes just in case she ever got fired for the robot to go haywire. And she's like, are you fucking serious? Now I gotta go back up there and clean up their mess. Because she's not gonna let all them niggas get fired just because of a careless mistake. Jim gets a phone call, and the dark crew is not pleased at this situation. She tries to sneak back in, but her clearance access is denied because she got fired. So we're like, okay, Brett, use your thumbprint. This dude has something in his hands. He ends up burning off his fingerprints, so he's just gonna go work either. So now they gotta infiltrate the spot the president's actually in. But they surrounded by bad security. So Brett walks in and pretends he's security. He does all these Alpha Kappa handshakes and whatnot. Hey, I don't know the fraternities, sororities, don't get mad at me, fuck that shit, I'm just saying. So she's like, how the hell did you do that? He basically pledged for like 38 different fraternities. Then they get to the president. He has differing opinions on his patriotism. So she changes his chips around and hacks him into Facebook. And now he's at the point he wants to destroy all humanity. So he's about to set up a bunch of nukes and blow up everything. And as you can see, he's about to toss Reagan aside, like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Then she gets some fuel that burns half his face off, showing security that he's a robot. The president wants them to launch the nukes, and they're gonna stand by for confirmation. Then this random ass couple's in a helicopter on the rooftop. And then the president breaks in and does all this shit. Then he gets on board and actually starts controlling the helicopter with his mind. He gets a briefcase, starts flipping switches, and realizes she don't want to destroy her own creation, but bottom line is they about to destroy the planet, so she's like, fuck that shit, you about to get zapped. Yeah. She zapped him, sliced his ass in half, done dead in his ass, and then a bucket of ice water landed on him, making it worse. Job well done. They worked as a team, and they saved the world. At least for now, anyway, as she gets her job back. But deep in the bowels of the basement of the restricted area, this robot motherfucker still lives, and starts talking a gang of shit. And that's episode 1. So it's a political type of cartoon. Think of it as like Family Guy, but being political and dealing with the White House. As far as the jokes go, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Inside Job on Netflix. Check it out. Like, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. These are the easy bits. Big, goddamn slogan.